Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Music Lab podcast. My name is Dogg, and I'm so excited to be back with all of you for another episode of the podcast. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our social media pages. That helps us. That helps the bands and artists that we feature. Also, check out our sponsor, RAR Outfitters. That's RAWR. Outfitters.com. Don't just wear RAR. And I've got my hoodie on today because it's still cold in Pennsylvania, but it is the last day of January, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday, so a lot is going on, and thankfully we can put this month behind us and look forward to South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be back there this year. The 38th edition of South by Southwest will take place, like I said, from March 7th to the 15th in Austin, Texas. And this will be our 8th time covering the festival. We will be there the 10th to the 15th, and we've already done 2 Road to South by episodes. So far, there have been 4 rounds of artists and bands that have been announced, with almost 700 total. And more to come starting next week, weekly going forward. So my life will be consumed with listening to as many of these artists and bands as I can from now until March 10th. Which leads us to this episode, ladies and gentlemen, our Road to South by 3. So we've got 5 more bands, which after this episode we'll have 15 that we've covered so far. And I'm going to start you off with a band called Cliffords. The albums are Strawberry Scented, which was an EP that they released in April of last year, and then also the Strawberry Sessions, which they released in November of last year. The songs I'm featuring are Feels Like a Man, Second Skin, and Sleeping with Ghosts. This 5-piece indie band from Cork, Ireland's lead singer Iona Lynch and drummer Dan Ryan have been friends since childhood. Their big break happened in 2022 when they won the university's Battle of the Bands, and the band's name is Ryan's dog's name, who of course is Big and Red. Iona's voice is breathtaking, and their love of Radiohead definitely makes me a fan of theirs. Looking forward to seeing Cliffords at South by. The next band or artist that we are featuring, ladies and gentlemen, is an artist named Carter Vale. The albums that I'm featuring are 100 Cowboys, and that is from July of 24. The Interstellar Tennis Championship Volume 2, that came out in September of 23, and then Red Eyes came out in April of 2020. The songs I'm featuring are Baked Alaska, A Fine Way to Close, and We Were Kids. Despite having TikTok success from the bossa nova sounding 35-second song Dirt Man, this artist had my interest very quickly with the eclectic mix in his catalog. After graduating in audio engineering from the University of Miami, he and his friends headed to Nashville and built a recording studio. He wrote 100 Cowboys after a devastating breakup of a long-term relationship, and now is hoping to start a variety show, write a blog, and start a clothing line. This guy's got some entrepreneurial skills, and his video skills definitely are impressive. Our next band, ladies and gentlemen, CVC. The albums Get Real and Be Real, which came out in January of 24, and then a year before in 2023, their album Get Real. So if we get a chance to talk to them, I would definitely like to find out what's up with the album titles. The songs that I'm featuring: Lonely People, Hail Mary, and Good Morning, Vietnam. This six-piece, and they're called, like I said, CVC, but that is short for Church Village Collective. And they're from Wales, and they recorded their debut album in guitarist Elliot Bradfield's house. And it was produced by Ross Orton, who has worked with Arctic Monkeys. For fans of the Zootons, mix Dr. Dre with the Doobie Brothers and a sprinkle of Hall & Oates for a band that we are excited to see. They also play under an alias called Ragtag Wedding Band, and they released an EP with Rough Trade Records. Yeah, these guys are going to be a real treat, and we saw some bands and artists from Wales last year at South by that were really impressive. So we are looking forward to seeing CVC. The fourth band, ladies and gentlemen, we are featuring, they are called the OBGMs. The albums Sorry It's Over, which came out in October of 24, The Ends, which came out in October of 2020, and then their self-titled album, which came out in September of 2017. The songs I'm featuring are Liar, Same, and Get Up. And we head north for this band. Toronto, Canada is home base for a band that fuses punk, rock, and hip hop, and who have a podcast themselves called Band Practice. Their sound is in your face, and lead singer Denzel McFarlane used his therapy sessions to write their latest album. These guys are going to be a hoot, tearing the roof off and blowing the roof off whatever venue they play at South by. It is going to be a sight to see. I am looking forward to the OBGMs. Our last band, ladies and gentlemen, again, coming from a different country, and they are traveling the farthest. Yeah, absolutely. They are from Adelaide, Australia, and they're called Cold Wave. The albums are Same Window, Different House, and that was an EP in February of 23, and they've released singles since 2020. The songs I'm featuring are The Ants, Conflict, and Spurs for Business Cards. That's a great song title. This post-punk six-piece with a horn section and particular trumpets. They've played South by Southwest Sydney in 2024, and most of the band have been playing together since high school. They released their first single, Watch It, in 2020, and have played the Laneway Festival and toured Australia in 2023, with hopes of playing on the moon in the future. That's right. He said it in an interview. And another reason to believe there is something special in the music scene in Australia. We witnessed it last year at South by with King Gizzard blowing up. Like, Australia is where it is at right now for rock, Americana, folk, a little bit of everything. But definitely check out Cold Wave, as we will. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our 5 artists and bands for our Road to South by 3. Clifford's Carter Vale, CVC, the OBGMs, and Cold Wave. So if you are not going to South by, don't worry. If you see this band or if you listen to this band or any of these bands and you like them, make sure to check them out when they come to your town or city. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our social media pages. That helps us and helps the bands and artists that we feature. Also, check out our sponsor, RAR Outfitters. That's RAWR, outfitters.com. Don't just wear RAR. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Dogg. You've been great. This is the Music Lab Podcast.